Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to this beautiful day of Thundermist Fishing Tips. Gorgeous, gorgeous day, slight breeze on the water. The wind's supposed to pick up, but right now it's just nice and slight breeze. We're looking for walleye. We're on the eastern basin of Lake Erie. I'm fishing out from Point Abino. I'm sitting in 60 feet of water right now. I'm going to run the Viper spoon. I've got a silver-based one. This is the silver green. This is the size SP2. Okay, and then I'm running it on a T-turn bait rig, number 20R. It's a pre-tied rig for bottom bouncing or drifting. And then I got some sinkers on the bottom. And basically, I'm going to drop this down, and I'm going to fish this one right on the bottom. And we're going to do two things today. I'm going to run a different rig, I'll show you, that's going to be more suspended. But this one is going to go right on the bottom, so let me get that line down there. Okay. So like I say, we're in 60 feet of water. That one's going to be right on the bottom. I got my electric motor in. I'm trolling at 1.6 mile an hour right now, 1.6. So I'm going to let out a little more line just to make sure I'm on the bottom. All right. Okay. We'll let that Viper spoon do its thing. And now, on the other side of the boat, I'm going to run this rig, which I have a gold Viper spoon on here, also the size SP2. That's the bucktail model. And the SP2 size comes with 3 hooks, as you can see there. The 2 on the top and then the one on the bottom is a little bit bigger. Okay, makes for a nice stinger hook. Let me just make sure this is on the bottom. Let out a little more line. Yeah, see there? Okay. You got to keep finding bottom. Yeah, I got some juicy night crawlers here. I'm going to put it on all 3 hooks. 1, 2, and 3. Now the difference with this rig, instead of being on the bottom, because the walleye like to suspend here on Lake Erie, I've got this diver that's going to dive 40 feet. So this line's going to be 40 feet down with my gold Viper spoon. This line is right on the bottom with my silver, my green mackerel Viper spoon. So I'm going to let this line out, and the question is going to be, which one's going to go off first? Fish off the bottom or suspended fish? Well, this way I've got both covered, and the beauty with, there's all kinds of different divers out there in the market, but if you don't have a downrigger, well, you could now adjust your depth based on the diver that you're using. 20 foot, 30 foot, 40 foot. So, and I have a planer board I brought with me, which I could run, but I'm using the electric motor. It's very quiet. I'm not going to spook any fish, so I don't necessarily need to run a planer board. So I'm going to run two rods like this. This one suspended at 40 feet. This one right on the bottom. So let me get set up here, and let's see which one goes off first. Believe it or not, the 40-foot diver struck first, although I was getting bites on this other rod. That's not good. Watch your step, Evo, watch your step. Don't be too excited. Okay. Yeah, so this one at 40 feet down, wow. It feels like a nicer fish. Yes, it does. It feels like a nicer fish. Yeah, I mean, if you've got the ability to fish a line suspended and one down deep, why not do it? And if you don't have downriggers, the other thing you could do are inline weights. You could use inline weights, or of course, lead core line. You could use lead core line as well. Okay, this is going to be interesting now. And you know, when I moved that rod, I thought I might have had one on there. I gotta check. I might have one on that line. I think I do. Okay, look at this fish. Oh my goodness. That's a Lake Erie chunk. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, now comes the fun part. Now comes the fun part, folks. That's the gold. 40 foot down. Ooh. Come on, Mr. Walleye. Holy wowzer. Folks, that's a good size. That's a good size walleye right there. And I think this other rod's been going off too, but let's get this guy off first. Unbelievable. Look at this fish. Oh, on the gold, suspended. I find that too a lot of times. A lot of the bigger fish are suspended and a lot of the smaller ones are on the bottom. Let me get the pliers out. I'm too excited when things just start to happen, right? Okay. Okay. Right in there. Where is it? Right there. Let's get that out. Oh yeah. That'll make a nice photo op, don't you think? Hey, that's a nice chunky fish. Not too big, but decent size. Okay, let's get him in the box. Okay. And then, if I'm not mistaken, another rod was going off. I reeled it in a bit to move it. And I think there's one on there. Whether or not he's still on there, I don't know. I gotta get these hooks out of the line though, out of the net. There's one, two, get this one out, come on. Come on, get out of there. Hey, you know what? I got a better idea. Leave the lure in the net. Take the snap off. There we go, how's that? Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Definitely one on here, I think, but it's not going to be big. Yeah, something's on here. It's going to be a smaller fish. I believe it's a smaller fish. We shall see. Hopefully it's a nice little walleye, folks. Wouldn't that be something? If that's the case, they would have hit around the same time. But this one on the bottom, it is a walleye, and that one was suspended. And like I said, it's a smaller fish. Beautiful walleye, beautiful walleye. Okay, let's get him landed. He's in the bag too. There we go. Smaller fish on the bottom, bigger fish suspended. Well, I'll be. The gold worked, and so did the silver blue. Or silver green, the green mackerel, which I call the green machine. Hey, not as big as the other one, but every good as eating. That's a great eater size right there. They're thick. Hey, look at the backs. They're really thick. You'll get really nice fillets off of these walleye. And don't forget the cheeks. Okay. So I guess technically, the diver struck first because my bottom bounce went shortly thereafter. So I'll give the nod to the jet diver. Okay, so now I got to take 2 lures out of the net and get re-rigged and get back out there again because that was super exciting. All right, I am now re-rigged. Bottom bouncer is in because now what we have to do is which one's going to break the tie? Which one's going to break the tie? 40-foot diver or the bottom bouncer? We know which one is winning as far as size go, but let's see which one strikes next. Bottom bounce or the diver, 40-foot. Okay, but that was exciting. I'm going to continue trolling this way, but if nothing happens, I'm going to swing around and head back that way because the wind is starting to pick up now. We're starting to get a different chop on the water, and it's supposed to pick up even more as the day goes on, so Lake Erie can blow up pretty quick, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. Alright, so let's let this out and see which one breaks the tie. The tie has been broken, folks, and the bottom bounce has prevailed. Real nice bite, right in 60 feet of water. And if I didn't mention, the surface temp, it's really hot, 78 degrees on the surface, but that's because the sun is beating down on this water. And the other thing with that diver being at 40 feet, it's at 40, So it's good for fish that are 40, but even a fish that's at 45 or 50, he'll come up and take that too, right? Oh, feels like a nice Lake Erie walleye, folks. That's what it feels like to me. Come on, Mr. Wally. I should slow down just a bit, maybe. Help me land this fish. I'll slow down just a tad. I'm doing 1.7 mile an hour when that fish hit. Let's at least get a look at him, eh? He's staying down there, so it tells me it's a good fish. Oh yeah. Nice Lake Erie walleye. Not a huge one. Actually, it's a small one. I might even just lift him in. Let's see. There we go. Wow. Again, he's one of those cottage-sized fish right there. Okay. I'm going to keep him. He came out of deep, deep water. I brought him in pretty quick. So we're going to keep that fish. It's not a huge fish, but definitely filletable, like a cottage fish up north, right? Nice chunky walleye. In the box he goes. The tie has been broken. Let's put some more water in that live well. Get my speed back up again. And what a day I'm having out here today, folks. Okay, well, I'm going to continue with this trend. Both are working, the diver and the bottom bounce. The fish are on the bite. It's a beautiful day. We got a nice little chop on the water. Who could ask for anything better than that? Wherever you're tuning in from, I want to thank you for spending time on the boat with me on today's episode of Thunderous Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing. Unbelievable. Good day, good weather, good fishing. It doesn't get better than that. I love it.